Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. So in this video we are going to discuss some questions based on light, reflection, refractions, that is the numerical questions and some diagram based questions. So let us see the first question. So first question given is that what is the frequency of violet color of wavelength 4000 Armstrong? So here asking the frequency, we know that the formula is C equals to mu lambda. So we have to find that mu, because mu is the frequency of violet color and here the C is the speed of light and lambda is given that wavelength. So we will get that mu equals to C by lambda. So C, we know that C is the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and here lambda is given 4000 Armstrong. Armstrong means 10 to the power 8. So we'll write 4000 into 10 to the power minus 10. So after calculation we will get that 7.5 into 10 to the power 14 hertz. So this is the answer. So here again I am explaining that, asking that frequency of violet color. So frequency means that mu, and here speed of light is C, and that wavelength is lambda. So after calculation we will get that mu equals to C by lambda, means speed of light by the wavelength. So here we get that speed of light, we know that 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and that wavelength is 4000 Armstrong. Armstrong is 10 power minus 10 meter per second. So after calculation we will get that 7.5 into 10 power 14 hertz. Let us see the next question. Next question is again, what is the frequency of red color? Previously asking that what is the frequency of violet color, now it is asking the red color of frequency. So again we will write the same question. Speed of light equals to mu into lambda. So again we will get that mu equals to speed of light by lambda. Speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and your wavelength is 8000. We'll get 8 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter per second. So after calculation we will get that answer, that 3.75 into 10 to the power minus 14 hertz. So previously asking that we would find the frequency of violet color. Now it is asking the finding the frequency of red color. So here frequency, again we will get the formula mu equals to C by lambda. So here lambda is given 8000 Armstrong, and here speed of light is in 10 power 8 meter per second. So after calculation we will get that 3.75 into 10 power minus 14 hertz. Let us see the next question. So next question given that a concave mirror produces 3 times magnified, that is enlarged real image of an object placed at 10 cm in front of it. Where is the image located? So in concave mirror, the object is placed in front of the mirror, so always that object distance will be minus. So here object distance u equals to minus 10 cm. Next we are saying that 3 times magnified. We will get that magnification equals to 3. Then asking that where is the image located? So image located, we have to find V equals to what? So we know that the formula of magnification is M equals to, here a mirror is there, so we'll write minus V by U. So here V given, you have to find the V, and here M is given 3. So in a concave mirror, the magnification is always, it is enlarged, so we'll take plus 3. So here M is given 3, so 3 equals to minus V by U, we have got 10 cm. So 10 cm we will take, and here minus minus will cancel, and after calculation we will do cross multiplication, that is V equals to 30 cm. So we're asking the where is the image located. So we have got that image distance is 30 centimeter behind the mirror. As it is positive, so we'll say that the object is that object image is present at the back of the mirror, which is 30 centimeter. So when I'm explaining, you're asking that where is the image located. So concave mirror, in concave mirror always that that is object distance is minus 10 centimeter and magnification is positive as given. Is it enlarged? So m equals to minus b by u or h dash by h. Here h dash by h of string, that is height of image and height of object. So here not given any height of image or object, so we will use this formula minus b by u. So after calculation we will get that b equals to 30 centimeter. Here a positive there, so we'll see that it is behind the mirror. Let us see the next question. So we are again asking that a concave lens of focal length 15 cm forms an image 10 cm from the lens. How far is the object placed from the lens? So here in place of mirror it is lens given. So in lens, the focal length of concave is always negative. So focal length is given 15 cm. So it is from concave lens, so we will take minus 15 cm. And image, it forms an image 10 cm from the lens. From the lens means it is in front of the lens. So we take that a concave lens, image 10 cm. So we will take that b equals to minus 10 cm. Minus 10 cm. Now asking how far is the object placed from the lens. So we have to find object distance, which is u. So in concave lens, we know that the formula we know that 1 by focal length equals to 1 by object distance minus 1 by image distance. So after we will get that, you will find the object. So 1 by u equals to 1 by focal length plus 1 by image distance. So focal length is given minus 15 centimeter. So after calculation we will get minus 1 by 15, and here minus 1 by 3 given. So we will take minus 1 by 10. So LCM we will get 30. So minus 2 minus 3 will get, which is minus 5 by 30 equals to 1 by minus 6 centimeter. So 1 by u we get that 1 by minus 6. So here numerators are same. So we will take that here 1 by u equals to minus 1 by 6. So at 20 we will get that u equals to minus 6 cm. So we got that the object is placed in front of the mirror about minus 6 centimeter of distance. So here lens is given, so focal length is always negative, and image distance is said in the mirror that it is 10 centimeter from the lens. Means it is from the pole, means it's optical center of the lens. So it is in front of the mirror, in front of the lens. So formula is that lens formula 1 by f equals to 1 by v minus 1 by u. In mirror it is, here it is plus, but it is lens, so minus is there. So after calculation we will get that u equals to minus 6 centimeter. Let's see the next question. So we are asking that an object 5 centimeter is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a convex mirror. So here it came convex mirror in place of concave lens, or a radius of curvature 30 cm. So a radius of curvature given and object distance given. Object distance and it is 20 centimeter in front of the convex lens. Then we have to find the position of the image. So here height of object is 5 centimeter. So height of object is h. So we take h equals to 5 cm. When asking it is placed 20 cm in front of a convex mirror. So it is concave mirror or any mirror. The object distance if it placed in front of mirror, so according to sign convention it will be negative. So here our distance will be minus 20 cm. Then you give a radius of curvature. So radius of curvature is 30 cm. So now we have to find the focal length. So we know that focal length is r by 2. So we'll get that focal length is 15 cm. So we got the focal length. Now to find the position of the image. So image again we will give that formula, which is mirror formula. It is 1 by f equals to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So we have to find image, which is 1 by v. So 1 by v equals to 1 by f minus 1 by u. So focal length is given 15 cm. So we'll take 1 by 15 and u is minus 20. So minus plus will get cancelled and it will be plus 1 by 20. So after doing the LCM, we will get that 60. 60 will get the LCM, then 15 4s are plus 20 3s are. So it will come 7 by 60. So we got that 1 by v equals to 7 by 60. So v will become 60 by 7 centimeter. We got the answer. You can find it in the decimal number also answer. So in fraction we will get that 60 by 7 is the correct answer. So given that concave mirror of radius curvature 30 cm, we have to convert it to focal length. Then we have to use the mirror formula, which is 1 by focal length equals to 1 by image distance plus 1 by object distance. So 1 by v equals to 1 by f minus 1 by u will get. So after calculation we will get that v equals to 60 by 7 centimeter. So let us see the next question. Here says that in an experiment with a rectangular glass slab, a student observed that a ray of light incident at an angle of 55 degrees with the normal one face of the slab after refraction strikes the opposite face of the slab before merging out in the air, making an angle of 40 degrees with the normal. What value would you assign to the angle of refraction and angle of emergence? So this is the angle of emergence, and you are given experiment of a rectangular glass slab. So a ray of light incident is angle 55 degrees. So this one is the 55 degree. Ray of light incident. So incident is there. So this one with the normal. So this one is 55 degree. So we'll take this one as this is 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 minus 55 degree. So we'll get 35 degree. So this angle, which is the angle of emergence, is 35 degree. So we got that angle of refraction and the angle of emergence. So emergence we got that answer is 35 degree. So here is that what the value assigned for that angle of emergence. So after calculation we know that this is 90 degree. So with the normal the incident ray is making 55 degree. So after calculation we get that 35 degree is the angle of emergence. Next question. When light enters from the air to glass, the angle of incidence and refraction are 45 degree and 30 degree respectively. The refractive index of glass. So we have to find here the refractive index of glass. So refractive index, we know that the formula of refractive index is sin I by sin R. So when light enters in there, the angle of incidence of refraction. So angle of incidence, which is I, which is 45 degree. So we'll take sin 45 degree by sin R. Sin I is 30 degree. So sin 30 degree. So sin 45 we know that which is 1 by root 2. And sin 30 is 1 by 2. So we'll get 1 by root 2 into 2 by 1. So we'll cut this one, we'll get root 2. So the answer is root 3. refractive index of the glass is √2. So formula of refractive index is sin I by sin R. So if you know the trigonometric ratios, we will get this answer and easily will get sin I. Incidence is given 45 degree and refraction is given 30 degree. So after calculation 1 by √2 by 1 by 2. So we'll get √2 is the refractive index of glass. We'll get √2. Let us have the next question. Next question given, two thin lengths of power plus 3.5 diopter and minus 2.5 diopter as placed in contact, means they are placed together in a place. The power of lens combination. So we know the formula of power combination. So power combination means P1 plus P2 plus Pt up to plus Pn. How much it is given power? Yeah, that is the formula of power combination. So two thin lengths is given. First power is 3.5 diopter. So according to power of lens combination, first is 3.5 diopter, then plus we will add that minus 2.5 diopter another lens, so we will get minus 2.5 diopter. So minus plus will get multiplied, so we will get 3.5 diopter minus 2.5 diopter, so we will get 1 diopter. Means when the two thin lengths of power, so first power given 3.5 diopter and second power 2.5 diopter, negative. So this is concave lens, convex lens, and this is concave lens power. So after when they are kept at closer to each other contact, then the power of lens combination we have to find. The formula if you know, then we can get answer. So 3.5 diopter minus 2.5 diopter, which is 1 diopter. So the lens combination power will be 1 diopter. Let us see the next question. Next question given, complete the following ray rule. So this is concave mirror given. We know that ray rules we know when the incident light is parallel to the principal axis, so it will passes through the focus. So after traveling, it will passes through the focus. So this is the first ray rule, and here it is the focus given, and this is the principal axis. When it is parallel to the principal axis, see, you can see it is parallel to the principal axis. So after reflection, it will travel to the focus. Focus of the principal axis is present. So we will complete the diagram. Let's have the next question. So we are again asking to complete the following diagram. So this is the convex lens. So in convex lens, the ray rule given, if it passes through the focus F, then it travels parallel to the principal axis. This principal axis, so it travels. So this will be parallel. So this is the second ray rule of the convex lens, and this is second ray rule. So after traveling through the focus, it will, after refraction, it will travel parallel to the principal axis.